in the top half of the sixth. First pitch of the at-bat. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. And there's a base hit on the line.
Hey, not a bad way to start the nightcap. 3 at-bats, 3 base hits, D-Row. Yeah, the pressure falls off you after you go 1 for 1. 2 for 2, all smiles. 3 for 3, get the party started.
In is Christian Yelich. And he puts it on the ground to second. And they'll get the fielder's choice play at second, but that's all.
Now batting, third baseman, Jake.
Ready for another shot now. Jake Lamb. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch on its way. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Two runs, 6 hits. 1 error thus far in the game for Milwaukee. Now a chopper to first. Might only get 1. Reined in. And he'll take this over to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner moves into scoring position at second. Ready once again, Mike Moustakas. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Yelich at second with 2 down. Even 1-1 count to Moustakas. Moustakas waits on the 1-1. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
Fouled off. Now another 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left.
Waiting on it is Brinson.
And that ends the inning. Brewers straight. Johnny Givotella is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. Circle change, too low, ball 1. His lifetime batting line against Chase Anderson. He's 1 for 5. Now the 1-0 is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure.
Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's there. He got him.
The center fielder, number 1, Cameron Maven.
Back to the top of the Miami lineup now, and stepping in, Cameron Maven. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat. Circle change there, called strike 1. One and 1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. Here's the 1-1 pitch. A knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
I mean, that's just an awesome curveball right there. A 12-6 breaker with nasty downward tilt. You know, the game's getting back to that good four-seam fastball breaking ball instead of the sinker slider guy.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
Hit down the third baseline. And he'll beat the throw to first despite a fantastic effort. And that ought to be scored an infield single. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close, safe call might be challenged.
Here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when I saw it at full speed, and I'll tell you what, it's still not clear to me from that replay. We'll see if they decide to challenge it after they look at it from a few more angles.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Brewers are challenging the previous.
Okay, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? You know, I think there is. The shot right there makes it look like the ball beat him to first. Looks like a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty.
Overturned, and the batter ruled out.
Into the box, Miguel Rojas. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. Yelich is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Miami down in order. They're down 2-0. Welcome back to South Florida. We're on to the 7th now with the Brewers out on top. If you're joining us late, good time to get caught up, as there's our game summary to this point.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Marlins, number 26, Johnny.
Digging in to try it again, Jonathan Villar. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled away. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully, as that's ruled a strike. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Ready for another chance? Blake Swihart. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Dietrich is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. Stepping in and ready for another shot, J.P. Crawford. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And a neck-high fastball that time. This is pulled into right. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So worst case scenario, a 2-out base hit, and the pitcher will not lead off next inning. Riding in once again, Chase Anderson comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's set and the pitch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. The 0-1 delivery. He's running. Strike called. Now the throw down. Short hop, and he's there just before the tag.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyways.
Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Here's a high pop-up. Moore shading to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Up next from Miami, Justin Bour. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, but that'll be off the right field wall. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Here's Starlin Castro, and it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
And he'll be back in standing up. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. A ball and no strikes.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
And that's taken in near the line as the runner tags from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
Now batting, catcher.
Digging in once again, JT Realmuto. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Hit hard up the middle. Crawford gloves it. Throw on to first to be in time, but meanwhile the lead shrinks to 1 here on the RBI ground ball.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only 1 run.
Ready now for the Marlins, Derek Dietrich. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
And it's fouled away. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit to first. Moustakas is there, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors. Next for Milwaukee, Keon Broxton. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming, here it is. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Under it is Maben now as he pulls it in for the first out. Now back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Lorenzo Cain. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. 1-1 is laid off for ball 2. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Got to be a little frustrated on the offensive side. Yeah, everybody's getting knocks and the batting averages are flowing right now, but nobody's come up with that big runner in scoring position, 2-out knock kind of feel that really is going to break this game over.
In is Christian Yelich as he rips it on the ground to second. One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Martin Prado now. He'll see what he can do leading off the home eight.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
0-1 the count. The 0-2 once more. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Here's another 0-2. Again, he sends it out of play.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Chopped weakly to the left. Crawford has it, and there's one away. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. In there, and it's 0-1. Right side. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right.
You know, Dero, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
And that misses for ball one. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. And that one stayed up a little high. 2-0 count, the pitch. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And not what they were hoping for, as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position. Takes a knee-high fastball. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. Popped him up. Moustakas in foul ground. 2 gone. Here's Cameron Maben now. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. And there's ball one. The 1-1. is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. On the ground, back up the box, and it'll get through into center field. A base hit. Now a long throw home. He's in there at the plate. And we are tied here in the 8th. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone. Now at the plate, Miguel Rojas. And I think the question becomes, how much longer are they going to stick with this starter? Fatigue could very well become a factor at some point.
Yeah, that's always a tough question to answer for a manager, especially when your guy's still pitching well. You've got to kind of look for some signs. Is he starting to get hit more? Is he losing his command? Even if he's still throwing strikes, stuff like that.
Yeah, good points to keep an eye on if he continues on much longer. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays with the long.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. But the tying run comes across. Always a party in Miami Beach, not too far from us here at Marlins Park.
49, Ryan Ellington.
First pitch on its way. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your ace swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Behind 0-2 now. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Decided to go with a fastball there on 0-2, but what he's trying to do with that pitch is to expand the strike zone. Maybe you get a guy to offer at it, but at the very least, it helps set up your off-speed stuff.
On to first, and that is a big out to start the 9th. Digging in now for the Brewers, Mike Moustakas. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. A leap, but this is out of reach and off the wall. And he is into second base with 1 away as the go-ahead run.
Wow, he was willing that thing to get out of here. Would have given them the lead right here late in the game, but it ends up hitting off the wall, and he heads into second with an extra base hit. We'll see if the next man up can come through in the clutch here.
Standing in now, Jonathan Villar, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Ellington utilizes a good curveball as a part of his arsenal, but it's not just your run-of-the-mill breaking ball. It's unique in that he's able to throw it with great velocity, a power curve, if you will. Brinson is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. So striding forward now, Blake Swihart has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here's the first pitch. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he is in there at third as the possible go-ahead score. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Maben is there, and the inning is over. Corey Knebel enters to do the pitching, and best case scenario for him is to push this one into extra innings. Stepping in, Justin Bohr. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. VR on the grass, and a good throw gets him one gone.
Now batting.
Here's Starlin Castro. His head-to-head numbers against Corey Knebel. He's 1 for 4. A fastball that just misses inside. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Knebel playing here in his age 26 season. He was a first-round pick back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1.
Boy, this guy comes out of the pen. He loves coming in spots like this, tight situations. This is exactly the type of game that he loves to come into.
Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
Hit in the air down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is. Junichi Tazawa takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings. And that'll bring in J.P. Crawford. First pitch coming. Here it is. A swing and a miss on a ball that jammed him.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Hit hard on the ground to first. And that'll get through into right. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base to lead off the inning.
The pitcher number 2, Corey Knebel.
Domingo Santana will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Domingo Santana.
And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. Go ahead run at first. Nobody out. The 1-0. Popped him up. Bohr over to his left. 1 down. And that'll bring in the speedy Keon Broxton. There's 1 away. The runner at first represents the potential go-ahead score. Double play is in order, however. Pitch out. Nothing doing. The 1-0. And I believe he broke the plane of the plate there. He most certainly did. It's a ball and a strike. Now here's a line drive, and this is going to get down for extra bases. He's safe at the plate, and they've jumped ahead here in the 10th.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Dero. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the 2nd inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
In now is Lorenzo Cain.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
Throw on to first, so they get the out, but a big insurance run is in to score as the lead grows to 2 now. Digging in now, Christian Yelich. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0-for-4 ball game right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pulled toward right center field. Maben is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire. They get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Jacob Barnes takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10. Striding in, Martin Prado. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Third baseman, Martin Prado.
The windup and the 0-1. Takes a good curveball at the knees. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground toward the left. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit.
Boy, not the way you'd like to draw up an 0-2 pitch, D-Roll, but from a hitter's perspective, a pretty good job of staying alive 0-2.
Yeah, and he did an excellent job on the offensive side. Not to let the AB get away from him. I know he was down 0-2, but he bowled his neck and he stayed in there.
The 1-0 home. A bouncer up the middle. Backhanded. There's one. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. Scott Van Slyke will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And that's in there for strike 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 7 homers and 23 driven in. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. On the ground to third. Throw to first here in time for the final out, and the Brewers will add 1 more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Hey, it took them an extra frame to do it, but hey, they're not going to complain as they lock up a nice road victory here in 10 innings.
4-2 the final score tonight. Corey Knebel gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Jacob Barnes earns the save out of the bullpen, his 2nd. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.